Chelsea Sherrod here with Zach Cox at Gillette Stadium following the Patriots' 22-13 win over the Washington football team in their first preseason game of the season. The fans were back. Zach, that was super cool. But first, let's talk about this quarterback competition. I mean, that's what everyone is talking about. What did you see from Cam and Mac today?
Yeah, Cam Newton got the start in this game as we were all expecting. He played the first two series. First series was kind of a wash. The Patriots went 3 and out. They were able to move the ball a little bit better on the second series. He had some pretty good connections between Cam Newton and Jonnu Smith and James White. That one kind of fell apart after a holding call and it ended up with a field goal. Then that was the end of Cam's night, and then we saw a lot of Mac Jones. He basically played the entire second quarter, entire third quarter before Brian Hoyer came in at the end. It was a bit of a mixed bag from Mac Jones, as you would expect. He only averaged about, I think it was 4.6 yards per attempt, so a lot of short passes, a lot of intermediate passes, but I thought he was at his best. Coming out of halftime, the Patriots allowed him to go in basically a 2-minute drill at the start of the second half. Went no huddle, went a lot of kind of empty, spread out formations, and I thought Mac Jones was really efficient during that series. So definitely a lot of positive takeaways from Mac Jones in this game, and this is going to be again a competition that's going to continue for several more weeks, and definitely a good start for the rookie.
Absolutely, yeah, a solid takeaway from Mac, I would say, and of course we're going to be talking about this until week 1. But enough about the offense. Let's talk about the defense. What did you see from the defense today that you liked?
Yeah, I saw some really good stuff from the Patriots starting defense, which wasn't on the field a whole lot in this game. They basically played the first 2 series with a couple defenders getting a little bit of extra run in the second quarter, but really liked what I saw from Matt Judon today. He's going to be an absolute force for this defense. Josh Uche also played very well. He was the one who actually replaced Matt Judon, so he wasn't even part of that top defense, but saw a lot of good things from him tonight. Saw a lot of good things from J.C. Jackson, who's really been a star in training camp, along with Adrian Phillips, also made a nice play there tonight. Some concerns I have about this defense is that they still don't have Stephon Gilmore back. He has not taken the field at all this summer, and the depth behind him is a little shaky. I thought Jalen Mills, he let up a catch early in this game, also got burned deep on a ball that was overthrown. Joan Williams and Michael Jackson both made some plays, but I think they've been kind of shaky all summer as well. And with the construction of the Patriots roster right now, if Stephon Gilmore's on the field, they can be one of the better defenses in the NFL. If he's not, they've got a really big hole at that outside corner spot.
Absolutely. And we did see some really cool plays today, some big moments. We can talk about Ramondre Stevenson. We can talk about Quentin Nordine, who played very, very well from the kicking position. But what are some of your biggest takeaways from this first preseason game by the Patriots?
Yeah, Quentin Nordine has become kind of a cult hero in the span of 4 or 5 days here in New England. He was really good in the Patriots' 2 in-stadium practices, and then he was productive again tonight. He had I believe it was a 30-yard field goal, a 40-yard field goal, and a 50-yard field goal. I might have some of those numbers slightly off. He did miss an extra point late in the game, which Bill Belichick was sure to point out in his post-game press conference. So not a perfect game from the rookie kicker, but since Nick Folk has been out now for close to a week, he's really making a hard charge at a roster spot. And then you mentioned Ramondre Stevenson, didn't come into the game until the second half, but scored the Patriots' first touchdown, then scored the Patriots' last touchdown, a 91-yard touchdown run right down the right sideline. The Patriots sideline was loving it. Obviously, most of his plays were coming against second and third team defensive players, which you always have to take into account in these kind of games. But I think that was certainly a good first impression for the 4th-round draft pick.
Yeah, and definitely for the rookie. And, of course, we talk about the second and third string players, but these are NFL players, so for him to do that was absolutely great in his first night out. And if you're looking for more details, Zach has all of that on NESN.com, and we'll keep you locked in with all your Patriots coverage on NESN.com.